Hello there. My twin sister and I were so lucky to be born into a beautiful and happy Italian family. So please come home with us and allow us to share with you our mama's Italian recipes, plus our Italian wacky wisdom. Here goes. Hi, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Josie.
And we're the Golden Twins. I want to start by telling a story about my mother. She was so fantastic. We were so lucky to have her. She would cook a great meal every night. Every day she would shop for fresh food to cook for us 8 people. She would cook fabulous for 8 people every night. I miss her every day. Both our parents are passed. We're lucky we have each other. But our mother loved to cook, clean, and sew. Was that lucky? We were very lucky.
Knit and crochet.
She was an excellent cook.
Well, I'm going to cook stuffed mushrooms, and then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to cook the bolognese sauce with the ricotta or the chietto. That's what you call them. They're little caps with the bolognese sauce. It's absolutely delicious.
She's going to do the tough stuff. I'm going to do the easy stuff. Garlic bread. The best garlic bread you ever tasted in your whole life. In fact, whenever I go to anyone's house, I bring garlic bread because that's what they ask for. Forget the cookies or the wine.
Not only that, her garlic bread, you cut them in really small pieces. It's like an hors d'oeuvre. It's delicious. Dunk it in the sauce. Wow. Now, these are the mushrooms. The mushrooms you don't wash, you clean with a damp cloth like this because you don't wash mushrooms, right? And then you take the stem out and you cut the stem in little pieces, and that's what these are over here. Now the mixture is 2 cups of cheese. Whoops. 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Salt to taste, pepper, and then we're going to put the parsley in, and then we're going to put the garlic, 3 cloves of garlic. You put a lot of garlic in it because that's the flavor, right? And then you have to mix and mix and mix. Here, Terry, you mix this, right? While we go over there and we're going to saute the 2 scallions, right? Not 1 scallion, and mushrooms. And I'm going to saute them in the olive oil. And now we're going to just saute them right in here, right? And then we let this get really brown and translucent. And I think I'm going to need a little more olive oil. So let me get it from here. And add some more olive oil, because you have to make sure that there's a lot of oil because it's going to be absorbed from the breadcrumbs and that mixture that I mixed before. So this way you let this get nice and hot and translucent. Then you take this mixture, which has the breadcrumbs and the cheese and the garlic and the parsley, and you throw it right in here. And then you turn and turn and turn. And this is your stuffing for the mushrooms. Drape it, because that is really the tasty part. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to stuff the mushrooms. Before you stuff them, you have to take all of this out with a knife. And then you put it back in there. And then we finish stuffing them. Okay, Tess, stuff. We're stuffing. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. That's an Italian song. Sella luna menzumata mamma misi maritata. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey mama. Now I have to add some water to this and get it in the oven. How much water? Oh, just just cover the whole bottom. So like a half a cup. Yes, perfect.
And put them in the oven. I got some questions on my Instagram. Instagram. Carol, ask us the questions.
Sure. Okay, let me look them up here. Okay, the first question is, how young are you guys?
We're over 65. That's what we're admitting to.
Okay. Who's older between the two of you?
Me, I came out first.
By how old?
Half hour.
A half hour, okay.
And then I arrived.
Oh, da da da!
I'm the youngest one, the 7th child.
And as far as being twins, when one Instagram person said, what do you like about being twins?
Well, we never had any competition. It was always, we were pretty enough. I mean, I didn't have a sister that was prettier than me because we looked exactly alike.
Same IQ.
Right, everything the same.
Looks, personality, but sometimes, you know, I mean, like we like the same boys too.
That was a problem.
What happened?
Oh, well, we made a pact. Whoever liked him first, hands off.
That's right, and that worked
Yeah,
for all
worked.
our lives.
All our lives.
And how did that work regarding dating?
Oh, that was fun. No, what was really fun was we can fool the guys. If I didn't feel like going out, she would go out for me.
And they would never know the difference.
Oh no, you're kidding.
And then, oh, I can tell another story. One time, this date came to pick her up, and I had rollers in my hair and no makeup, and he saw me, and he was horrified. I said, no, 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 no. Josie's the gorgeous one. She's getting dressed. But that was really
Well, we
funny.
really looked a
The
while.
look on his face.
It was great. And well,
Oh, the phone is ringing.
oh, yeah, okay, should we answer the phone?
Okay, I'm making the bolognese sauce right now, and you have to chop the onions. I usually put it right in here, right, because I like it really very, very liquidy. So, you know, because kids don't like to find onions in their pasta, so that's why I do this first. And let me, now I need my wooden spoon, and I put all these onions right in here and let them get brown. Put a little salt, and over here you have to put salt, and you put pepper. And then what I do is, this is what I added, because my first recipe was just this, but then I added a hot sausage. Take it out of the casing, throw it all in here. Now, you mix this with your hands. You gotta mix this real good to make sure that it's all mixed in. And you start cooking. Put all the onions into the chopped meat. The best tool for this. Hey, why don't you do this for a while, Terry? My arm's getting tired.
Okay.
Never mind.
She never thinks I do. She never thinks I do anything right.
No, yes you do, Terry. You're just not me. Okay, now I'm going to add the tomatoes to the chopped meat that I'm going to add the water to the bolognese sauce because it's too thick. It's crushed tomatoes. So, and then now this is going to cook for about a half hour. Now I'm going to cook the pasta, which is the orecchietto. Just follow the directions on the box. I get these from the Italian store because I just love them with the bolognese sauce. It's absolutely delicious. And so let this come to a boil. This takes about 20 minutes. I don't really measure, but you just salt to taste. And that's it. Now we have to wait until this cooks. Then we'll strain it, put it in a dish, and then we'll have our pasta.
It was great growing up as twins.
Yeah.
We loved it. We were never lonely, always playing with each other or fighting with each other.
And you learn to share.
And that's a healthy relationship. Fighting, laughing, playing, loving, that's what we had.
That's true.
And do you feel like you have that as adults now too?
Well, sometimes we argue.
Yeah, we argue.
Yeah,
We-
sometimes
we
we
do
don't
argue.
talk to each other for a while, and then we'll make up, and then we'll get really upset, and then I'll call her, make believe nothing happened, and that's how it is. It's like nothing happened.
We agreed no matter how we disagree, because we disagree in politics, that the next day it's, hi, how are you? So we always make up the next day.
Yeah.
Can't stay mad.
And who's the better cook between the two of you?
Me, I'm the better cook.
No, she is the better cook. But that's because she married an Italian.
That's true. See, Joe is fun to cook for. So the more I cooked, the more he appreciated it. She married Americans.
It's better to marry your own kind. I married 2 Americans and they didn't like tomato sauce.
Crazy.
He had some divorced.
Twice.
Tomato sauce? Are you crazy? I have to tell the truth though. Divorce is horrible. It's horrible. If you could stay married, stay married. It's disgusting, especially when you see your ex-husband with someone else. Oh my God, my heart was beating and I just felt so bad. You know, and then I think, how come I didn't like him too much and I feel so terrible. So, you know, it's better to stay together unless he's an alcoholic, a mentally ill, or
Screws around.
or beats you up, or is an abuser. Otherwise, stay married. Too many divorces today.
Yeah, maybe if he fools around, you fool around too, but you still get along.
Yeah, no, fooling around is forgiving.
Perfect.
And here you are, the strained pasta.
Now,
Oh, wow.
first you put a little of this. Whoops. Get a little closer. A little of this. Okay, Terry, get a wooden spoon and turn it.
Oh my God, my mouth is watering.
Here, give it to me.
Well, see, she's better than me.
Well, you take it forever to turn. My God, like this. Go like this.
See? Good.
Take a big chunk of cheese.
Wow.
And make sure you have plenty of sauce because that's the best part. Now this is with the sausage and the chopped meat
Oh my God.
and the onions. But you don't see any of the onions because they were chopped so fine.
See, and then my mother used to put this in the middle of the table, and everybody would take the ladle and put it in their plate.
Oh, I still do that.
You still do that? Well, yeah. She does it too. My mother was a great teacher. Now I'm going to make the garlic bread. Josie did all the hard work. I get the easy way out. So here goes. I prepared all the ingredients. There's only 5. There's the butter, there's the oregano, there's 2 cheeses, the Reggiano cheese and the Pecorino Parmesan cheese. 3 cloves of garlic. 3 big cloves, because you need a clove and a half for every chunk of butter. So then, what I do now is add the ingredients. You want to put the cheese on so that you mix it all together. 2 big tablespoons of cheese. It's so nice when you're cooking for people you love. And then a big heaping teaspoon of oregano. And there you go. Then you have to mix it around. Okay, mix, 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 mix. I love garlic bread, especially my own. And you take it like this and you spread it around. See? Okay. And now we're going to put this in the oven exactly the way it is. Doesn't need a pan or anything. You want the both sides to toast a little bit. So let's bring it to the oven. So I'm about to put it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. But oh my God, you better watch it because you'll forget it and it'll burn.
That is so funny.
Carolyn, could you continue with the questions, please?
Yes, of course. This is fantastic.
Yo!
This is another question I'm getting. What do you dislike the most about today's laws that were not laws in the 40s and 50s?
Oh, I hate the airports. The airports were so convenient. You could give someone else a ticket, your ticket, and you could go on the plane. It didn't matter that it wasn't you. And today, all the restrictions, you know,
and there's a lot of rules too. Like I was a smoker, and the fact that I couldn't have a cigarette after I finished a meal is annoying. They should have a smoking section, or bars where you smoke, or restaurants where you can smoke. I think there's too much government in small business.
Too many
that was
laws.
not there in the 50s.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wear a seat belt even if you're going around the corner, which is ridiculous. And I got a ticket, and I drive 35 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. And then the Me Too movement, oh please. Me
Oh
Too,
my God.
don't touch me, don't touch you. And now the pandemic, I hate it. We
Yeah,
can't
me
go to
too.
church. Could you believe that? We can't go to church, funerals, or birthday parties. And we're retired. We dreamed for that. That's what we
no.
live for.
Yeah, and then we can't hang out at the malls. The malls are closed.
Yeah, well, I ignore them. I ignore all the rules. Because let us go
But
to
that's-
heaven where,
That's not smart, Terry. That's stupid. Because you have to follow the rules. Well, now this is the finished product. This is a meal that we usually have on Sunday for my family. If it's not pasta like this, it's a pasta with a different sauce, but every Sunday we have pasta. These are the stuffed mushrooms, my pasta, and the bread. Italians always have bread on the table, but this is garlic bread. But it's not always garlic bread, it's plain bread too. We always have extra sauce for people who want extra sauce, and extra cheese for people who want extra cheese.
and I'm going to taste it right now because I don't have it every Sunday.
Isn't that delicious? I like these. I'm gonna have one of these. Tune in next week and we'll make eggplant parmesan. That is one of my favorite dishes. I love making it, my kids love it, my family loves it, and it's absolutely delicious. So tune in.
She's the best cook in the world.
She's the second best.
Oh.